this is Onic Page's plan. And I'm sure that when you talk about the matchup, the L Clan.
Any choice on tanks? Yeah, sure, Esmeralda is gonna be tanky as hell, but Jawhead as the last choice there is not looking good at all for them.
Not a good look whatsoever. Anyway, we are on the map, and Onic PH are already 1-0 ahead of their rivals, the SunSparks. Now, a lot of heroes are on comfort, right? Jay on the Kajak, Reed on the Natalia, and we got JB on that Ling, absolutely demolishes targets when we hit later parts of the game. But if we're talking about this demolishing destruction, we got the Aurora on Venus. So those are the things that we have to watch out for. JP and the Kiluash going in, Flicker. What did I just see? Anyway, it's gonna be a scruffle. The red will be taken regardless. I think he just tried to scare off Venus. But wow, Kiluash.
Venus will not be frightened, and actually KLVJ should be frightened from this Iyaku. Sustaining the living hell, even though they're only level 2.
Yeah.
But moving on into the mid game, if ever we see a big team fight, it's going to be crucial for Oh My Venus to actually connect with the Bitter Cross. Because that is going to be a targeted slow onto JP if it connects. Cold Destruction as well. As long as he manages to connect to a lot of people, that would be the good thing, and that's always available for Oh My Venus. Speaking of Oh My Venus is going to fall down, not allowing any chance for him to get caught by JP.
Alright.
Come out there.
He's level 4. He's quite ahead here. He has both buffs, and he's actually really scary here at this point. So JP just needs to get some of that gold back in his pocket. He'll be able to do just fine. So for the meantime, it will be SunSparks still in a pretty solid command of the map. I think what we're waiting for here is the spikes of the Kimmy. This Kimmy is a little lackluster, I'll be honest, with how Wise is playing it. I'm not sure why, but they're really forcing the mid lane. They're trying to force up fights in the mid lane. Rotating here. Will it be another time of the blades here? This time around, JP cleans up the Aurora really quick. Oh My Venus. Gonna be the casualty there with no counterplay available. Yet Jay does not have the Divine Judgment, so he is not scared at all. So JP aims to take that up.
And I think that is the smartest call. Just shut down Oh My Venus and not allow him to be present in any big fights, because in most of these ECs, yeah, they have Jay, they have Jay to catch him off guard, but Oh My Venus is the one that has the AoE slows and the AoE disables, and that's good that JP removes it from the fight. And
yep,
it's also a good showing that SunSparks is taking control of this game by means of rotation. They're not allowing Onic PH to get control of the game, so to speak.
At all. Like, Onic PH should have control of the early game with the help of this Kimmy, but they're not. They cannot even walk out of the map here without being super scared about Rafflesia or JP just suddenly jumping up on their faces. As well as Kiluash here onto the Jawhead. Gets up D-Lar, and D-Lar gonna be taken out so easily.
And I think this is the optimal way to play Ling. Yeah, Ling can move all across the map on his own, but if he can go with his team, as I say that, there goes the Divine Judgment on the KLVJ, and there is really no chance in hell that he's going to survive that. But yeah, as I was saying, JP on this Ling will almost always rotate with his team and then use his wall jumping ability to jump away from the fight and re-engage whenever it's safe. That, I think, is the optimal way to play this Ling. Another Tempest of Blaze being committed, and Green's going to be there to follow up damage, taking down Wise. And this turn is going to go down. Oh My Venus, the Lars should not be able to defend this. There goes the AoEs. Disabled by Oh My Venus. Cold Destruction really being destructive in that, taking down Kiluash.
Exactly what I see in a Magic chess game, you know? You got the Aurora with a full mage synergy, you go Cold Destruction and units just disappear from the map. We'll have a look at that replay though real quick. JP look like they're super confident as well going into the team fights. They are pretty solid, they are pretty tanky at this point, but you know what? You gotta be careful there. Oh, we didn't see the last one. Anyway, you gotta be careful when you're fighting off against Oh My Venus here, fully charged.
Yeah, and I mean, to one extent, yeah, Aurora is an item-dependent hero, but at the end of the day, as long as Oh My Venus connects with the Bitter Frost or Cold Destruction, it's going to be more than enough for them to dive into the team fight, especially considering the fact that Wise really just wants to be able to hit freely the backlines. Speaking of backlines, Green is going to be there on that Natalia, waiting patiently. Gonna go for Wise. Yes, the silence. Wise is dangerously low. Gets the flicker, but it's not going to be enough for him to survive that. Oh My Venus next in line. Kilowatt's going to be secure to kill. Secure to kill. Tempest the Blades onto Jay. Jay's going to fall down, and this is SunSparks completely dominating this game so far. 8-2 is going to be the scoreline. I think the Lar would not want to overstay his welcome there in the mid lane.
And that's all the way from downtown. It's under tower. It's behind enemy line. They're that confident in taking out Onic PH members. And I think the call there was from Greed. Instantly when he found the Kimmy alone, go straight in, have the Hylos lay down the glorious pathway, and then take down the target. That was a great assassination mission coming in from the duo of Onic PH of SunSparks.
I mean, we typically joke that Natalia is a walking vision for the team, right? But as soon as, you know, Cold Blood Strangling is available, we can just go ahead and kill anybody in line. As I say that, they do take out D-Lar in a snap of a finger.
That was real quick as well, and that is the power of their lineup right here. I mean, it's not all up to JP. Everyone else is a pretty solid hitter on their own regard. Even Greed. Don't forget, Greed has that execute. JP Tempest Blades forcing it out so they can get on out of there. It's a small blunder, but if we're talking about, you know, the win conditions here, obviously the win conditions are a bit more solid.
The mobility of SunSparks is their only win condition. If Kill VJ goes online, that would be their second win condition. And I don't see any possible win conditions here from Onic PH, aside from Wise being able to survive anything. As I say that, Greed will just hop in and out and become a problem here at the back of Onic PH.
Yeah, in game 1, the Kimmy was super safe. This time around, he is in danger, everybody. He is in danger, and there is no way that you can actually get out of it because it is a Natalia. You cannot just simply watch your map and look at where the Natalia is. You do not know when he's going to jump in on your face, and then there's going to be someone slowing you down or knocking you up. That's the high low for that Jawhead. Now it's going to be a fight over the red buff. Very, very important to get for the Kimmy. Will be stolen up really nice. SunSparks. It's looking like a game 3.
And, you know, it's really Greed just being able to recognize and acknowledge Natalia's innate passive, where Natalia will be dealing 15% extra damage when you're in the backlines, but if he is concealed, Natalia will be dealing an extra 5% on top of the 15% damage. And that is how he's been able to take down D-Lar on his own. That is how Oh My Venus is slowly disintegrating from this game.
Okay, so their supposedly engaged lineup is now trying to just survive. Just survive a really but for Onic PH. That's not how their lineup was designed. That's the problem. So now they need to suffer for it. Oh My Venus, Winter Truncheon under the tower forces JP out. But the damage has already been done. 8,000 gold lead here for SunSparks, and it's growing by the second.
It's growing every single time that Greed and JP picks off members of Onic PH. And this is something that you have to think of every time you're playing up against a Natalia. You have to make sure that you guys are not scattered way across the map because you need to respond immediately to that Natalia. Yeah, there are players that play Natalia as somewhat of a utility role and just providing slows providing information, but this Natalia by Greed is now an assassin Natalia, which could really take down Wise. Could also take down Oh My Venus. That's immediately one guy down on their side.
Yeah, this is execute Natalia. You gotta be careful. It's 4-1 and 6. It's got the tools. It can take you down, especially if you get that Blade of Despair completed already for Greed, which he is on the way to doing. Now the lane is actually in a pretty solid spot here. We haven't even talked that much about JP yet. With 6 0-4 on the Ling. He will take that Lord very, very easily. And now, Onic PH are watching their back, they're watching their front. They don't know what to do.
I mean, JP already got the Queen Swings, makes him a that bit chunkier once he dives in. I don't know how Onic PH would be able to survive this game. I gotta be completely honest with you there. It's hard to tell what their win condition is because their win condition solely relies on either Jay or D-Lar catching anybody inside of SunSparks. But with Natalia being able to just go into the backlines and JP just immediately hopping on top of them, delivering the Tempest of Blades, I don't think Onic PH would be able to hit the checkmarks that they need to win this.
Yeah, this is what I said. I mean, Wise already passed his item spikes. He is nowhere near them anymore. And that's basically -1 here for SunSparks. They can just take this very easily. Will they complete it though? That's something we'll have to find out. They are in the bottom lane. Lord is already on that tower. The fight is happening. Green is very, very low, but he doesn't need to die right off as of yet. And everyone who's low is on the back end. Revolution's on the front. They're doing a great job! And a 2-for-1 on that lane. Oh my god.
And that is the bottom lane turret wide open as well. SunSparks, they just need to take care of the match priority. Make sure that the lanes are pushed towards the side of Onic PH, and that's exactly what KLVJ is doing. As long as they keep up this pressure, Onic PH won't be able to answer properly in this SunSparks aggression.
I don't see any immediate answer here actually for Onic PH. Unless like a huge mistake comes out here from SunSparks, there's no way they can actually take the fight here or against these guys. They're just monsters around the field right now.
There's a lot of things that Onic PH needs to catch here. It's either going to be JP, who can immediately escape their grasp, or his greed, who they can find anywhere at all. Even if it's going to be KLVJ is just going to be diving in as soon as a majority of the damage has been dealt to them by either JP or Green. Who are their only other options here? Is it going to be Reflecia on the tanky high loss, or is it going to be Killwatch that can just be injected? I don't think Jay can actually spot out anybody properly in this, and I don't think that they can really turn the tides of this fight. They got out-drafted here.
Absolutely. I feel like this is becoming very, very scary right now for Onic PH. I know we had our doubts here against SunSparks, but man, there is a reason why meta is meta, right? It's showing right now. There's the reason why you pick these heroes, you don't pick others, because these heroes just do it efficiently. As long as they're played properly, it is so efficient for them. The way they walk around the map, the way that they control, the way that they gain that goal, it's very difficult to keep up with, especially with heroes like oh my Aurora right now, which is falling so hard. So you know what their win condition was? Is to take this so fast into the game early on, using the Aurora, using the Kimmy. Did that happen? No, it didn't. That's why Onic PH is here right now.
Yeah, and the Aurora pick could have been a Sicilian pick.
Could have been, yeah, exactly. Could have been.
There are a bunch of players here on the side of SunSparks not the pick though.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see that. I don't know if they're waiting. But Sicilian, I think the reason why they didn't want to go for the Sicilian is probably because, you know, they thought they needed more actual crowd control, like hard crowd control. Not just the slow, not just the mini push, mini flat, cold stun. And that's probably why they drafted him.
And I feel like that is the inherent problem that Onic PH has in their lineup as well as a team, because they got supports all around. Yeah, that's for sure. And there are times where they get Grox, they get the Kufras, but it didn't work out for them. So they just decided to, hey, let's stick with the support type of playstyle to make sure Wise hits its power spike. But it didn't happen in this game. And again, it's just Aurora being the suboptimal pick. They had the right idea in terms of how to catch Ling with the Aurora, but it's not enough. I don't think that it was the wise choice.
Yeah, no pun intended, by the way, guys. This is absolutely no power spike gimme at all. 0-33. I don't know what he's gonna do until later parts of the game. But right now, Jay's just camping on the so far wides. I think he's gonna need to develop some really strong items. So I think 25 minutes might be. There might be something that they can do at around 25 to 30 minutes. I'm not sure if they're gonna be let this game go on long enough though, as they are walking in towards the Lord area or towards the mid area.
Yeah, that's Jay going down as well. Not even able to catch anybody off guard. Lord's gonna be able to take down the mid lane turret. It's just down to those two turret minions, taking down the HPs because right now SunSparks will force a game number 3 in the this best of 3 series.